Hi there everyone, this is your Red Alert Facebook admin Wedge 2099 coming at you. Today I'm happy to show off my Transformers Collector Club member incentive figure, Lio Convoy. Take a quick look at the box that he came in. Simple brown box, no frills. Does say 2015 TFCC member Lio Convoy. It's got 3 of those. Put that down. Focus down a little bit. And take a look inside. Comes with a nice styrofoam, not styrofoam, but foam packing lid, hiding the very awesome Lio Convoy. And this is my first figure with the Transformers Collectors Club, and I am totally impressed. I really do like the look of this figure. If this is the quality that they're gonna have going forward, then I just might have to keep renewing my membership. Take him out, put him aside for a second. Yeah, I'm showing the foam, but oh well. Very nice cutout of him. If you purchased the Collectors Club, not exclusive, but the Collectors Club other Prime figure, same mold, just redecoed. It comes with a bigger box and actually has 2 styrofoam inserts, one for the figure that it comes with and one for Lio Convoy, to have a better display box other than this plain brown box as it is. Take out the box. It gives you the tech specs for Lio Convoy. Very nice artwork. Technical data. Let me get the box out of the way now. Let me open this up because I've already opened it earlier. Get focus going on this. Technical data shows his strength is a 9. Intelligence 10, speed 10, endurance 10, rank 10, courage 10, fire blast of an 8. It sounds kind of low, but we'll go with that. Skill of 10. So he's a very well-rounded character. Let's see if I can get that. If you want to read it, just go ahead and pause, and because I'm not going to narrate that. Sorry, it's pretty long. Lio Convoy with his axe and his blaster, and comes with a decent instruction sheet. Nothing too major. It's indicative of the old style of instruction sheets, but it's just black and white. Very simple, like it was printed once, color, and then put on a black printer for mass production. So nothing too extraordinary, but nice to have regardless. Now let's bring in the figure, Lio Convoy himself. There's a smudge on there I never saw before. Huh, okay. And what I was showing off in some of the pictures I took before was that, as PA has already shown, but if you haven't seen his video, thank you for watching mine. His alt mode is indicative of a lion head to begin with. You have the gold paint back here and on the back of the cab to kind of show off the golden mane of the lion head. Whole visor here being the eyes, and around the front of the grill being his nose. Very nice. And his mouth, of course. whether they mean the blue here to be more like whiskers, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Storage for weapons. You can hold them on the sides, each side, and they peg in very nicely. And bring in size comparison here, like the car I did in the pictures that I put on the Facebook page. He's very close in size to the Generations Goldfire Goldbug. Very close in length, only a slight bit shorter. Let's take a look at that. There we go. All in all, very good, decent alt mode. My thoughts on them are very well painted. Bring it closer here so I can focus. There we go. Great looking gold here on the fins in the back. This red clear plastic, very nice. Now I might have it mistransformed a little bit and have this piece out from the wheels a little bit. I'm not sure if it's somewhere missed in the transformation, but when I have it let's see. Sorry, the camera is leaning a little bit. Camera had a great Memorial Day weekend. Mine was alright, but camera was all out. So you readjust the hips a little bit like that, brings the cab down. Oh, and now it kind of works a lot better. That's about the only thing that I really have an issue with on the figure, is getting the hips lined up right when it's in alt mode and to make it roll, because there's no gap here. Oh, sorry, let me focus that a little bit. There's usually very little gap here between the wheel and the wheel well when I have it closed up like that. I must have done it just right while it was on the camera, that way it came out looking nicely. I'm not sure if Repro Labels, I have to go and look, if they did any Prime Orion Pax. You know, I think they did do Orion Pax labels. I'd have to see if any of them would really cross over to him. So I'd kind of like to see a little bit here on the back side where the molded in detail of the tail lights are. So let's go ahead and skip forward to transformation. Get that out of the way for a second. Rah! Everything's too cramped. Alright, transformation. Go ahead and I like to start popping the arms out from the back, putting them straight. Then you separate the nose, pull it apart. And these hinges are nice and tight. Here, there, and these two on the sides here. Very tight. I'm actually, honestly, very surprised at how well these hinges are holding up. Spin it around. Fold that forward some on each side. Now this tab right here, which is in, I just noticed this is in gold, sorry. That's painted gold. That's going to peg in right here. That gold is going to start wearing off eventually. So peg that in. Peg that in. Sorry, let me tilt the camera up a little bit. There we go. Pull the legs out. Straighten the knees. Separate the legs. Pull the nose pieces up. Just in focus, just in case. You bring the front fender in over the leg. Clicks right in. Very nice. Right in. Clicks in place. Holds tightly. Swivel the feet out from the back. Bring it around. Out from the back. Bring it around. So now he is standing up on his own. Spin it at the waist to bring the lower half of the torso forward. Lift the back end up. Swing the wheels around to the back. Now they're not pegged together or anything, but just bring the arms apart. They kind of pull it outwards from here. Let me focus again. Right here, there's a double hinge. So you pull it out, bring it forward, and swing it around. Then the little visor piece notch coming out of the side of the window there will tab right in under the front of the shoulder. Bring it around again. Peg that, peg that. Now, this is the only part that gives me any kind of a hang up, is bringing the chest, upper chest, connecting it to the lower half of the chest. Bring it in, clip it down, clip it down. It is secure. It's not going anywhere. Bring the arm down, swing it around, swivel out the fist, swivel out the other fist, and last step, bring up the head. When you hear that loud click, that is when it's done. It's up, it's secure, it looks fantastic. Very, very posable. Arms come out there on the shoulder. So ball socket there, but the ball socket only brings it out like that. I might have to try and tighten that up a little bit later. Swap it out like that. Then there's a swivel joint here at the front of the shoulder. It does have, sorry about that, camera stopped on me. It does have upper bicep rotation. Nice little detents or faux ratchet here in the elbow. It does have a wrist swivel. So many characters who have a swing out wrist like this don't have a wrist swivel. How hard is it to do it just like that? You put the mushroom peg at the base of the wrist, swivel it out. So easy, yet so few actually pull that off. Hips are on a ball socket, and they go almost completely all the way out. Upper thigh rotation. Very nice stiff knees. I mean, these knees are tight. They have a nice little forward and back, side to side. So you can tilt these ankles almost any way you need them for posing. It looks great. Both sides, both knees, very tight. It'll hold a pose and stay. It does have waist rotation. We want to say mainly due to the transformation, but it is still a waist rotation, so it looks really good. Now when the figure came in, and I transformed him for the first time, the head was up a little bit higher. I mean, he was looking all over the place, doing some really dynamic head poses, and then whoop, head just came right off. So apparently it wasn't pushed all the way down on the ball joint as far as possible. So having to push a head down on a ball socket, on a ball, while the neck collapses with pressure, proved to be a bit of a difficult task to get that head back on. But I managed to get my finger in behind it and support it while doing that. Let's get the paint details on this guy. Bring him in closer. Hey, how's it going? I'm Lio Prime, and I am here to entertain you. This head sculpt is pretty cool. It does need a little more definition. It's there, but something to help define it more would be nice. Other than that, it is great. It's a very nice detail. You got a maximal symbol here on the chest. I've been thinking about trying to crack the chest open and put a... Oh, let me focus that again. Cracking that open and putting a Autobot symbol in there, but I mean, because that is on the chest, I don't really know how much is needed. Got some nice molded in detail inside the chest, behind the glass. And we're going in for a crotch shot. Yeah! Very nice paint here on his upper abdomen, lower half of his chest. Very nice paint detail there. Let's see if I can focus it again. Hips and waist. Simple, but defined. Very nice. Blue, black, and yellow combination. It's got some nice silver on his pull it away. It's got to refocus again. Nice silver on his forearms, when those are usually yellow for Optimus Prime. Take that, send it forward. Anything else? Flip around. Everything is very compact on him. The wheels swivel behind him nicely in transformation. Hang out there without any problem at all. No major gaps in the back of the legs, but as everyone says, hey, he's not going to face the back of the cabinet when he's on display, so what difference does it make? Looks good. Weapons. He's got his nice, really red Energon axe. Really shiny red. Nice little molded in detail here along the staff. Might take Sharpie, go in there and color those in a little bit, maybe. His ion blaster, which this is what I was alluding to and doing a little bit of paint, because it was just, you know, one solid black molded piece. So took a little silver, painted in the back of each side, like I've seen a lot of, you know, Prime's gun always has that. Just ran some white paint over the molded detail here on each side. Try and focus that a little bit more. Okay, I think that's the best it's gonna get. I also painted the bottom half of the front, I'm gonna say grip, where it usually holds the gun. Pardon me. And threw a little paint, silver paint, in the front end of the barrel. Looks great when he's holding it, pointing it straight at you. Trying to focus it again. There we go. You can see it there a little bit through the lights. Put that in his hand. That in his hand. Focus! Yeah, focus! There we go. Sorry, just finally having some fun, so just blah, 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 blah. Fix that. And get him in. All right. Focus that. Bring him in close. And here he is, looking spectacular. I really got to figure out why the camera keeps shutting off on me like that. All right. Well, yeah. Here's Lio Prime again, and size comparison time. In bot mode, stand him there, and bring in focus. Yeah, focus. Yeah. Bring in him next to Mr. Derpy Knees, Goldfire. Yeah, that's with them being tightened up. Bring him in closer here. Really have to work on those again. Must have worn off some. All right. Oh yeah, still recording. Let's get this. Is that focused? I think it's focused. Okay. Sorry. Wait, not stop wasting time. Size comparison in robot mode. He's about a half a head shorter than Goldfire Bumblebee. Not too bad. Yeah, so there's your comparison. Yeehaw. And do I recommend finding a way to get this guy if you're not part of the Transformers Collectors Club? Yes. eBay, if someone's deciding to sell theirs, whatever, do it. Get one. I'm sure the Orion Pax mold is great, but this one has the different colors. Everything looks spectacular, and he's got the prime-ish like faceplate versus the Orion Pax, which had a mouthpiece. All right. Guess that pretty well takes care of it. Thank you guys. Appreciate everyone who watches my reviews. Anyone who comments. Please like. If you like this video, like it. Comment on it. I appreciate any feedback on my reviewing. The way I review things. Went blank there for a second. Check it out on Facebook. Red Alert on Facebook. And Megatron of Art as the other page I help admin for. Check them out. They are doing some spectacular new work now, revisiting some of their older ones, touching them up and giving them new life. They sell their prints. Getting my background is an in-hand print from them, and this stuff is spectacular in hand. And I've always said it. It's great to get some of these things, put them in a framed situation, a frame, and display them next to your figures. I mean, I've seen some spectacular figure collections, and they're all up against the wall. This would just help top it off. So, if you know anyone who has these, would benefit from these, or even if you would, it's about $20. You could select, I don't know how many $20, so you can select how many of these, but you get a great deal. I had like between 15 and 20 prints for $20. So I recommend them. I'd really like to get these guys some extra work. So rate, comment, reply. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, and hope to see you around sometime. Peace. See ya.